Totalitarianism. Totalitarianism.
Totalitarianism.
There's some hard words, man.
Yeah. I did some research on it.
I know they say they're not supposed to drink coffee and caffeine, but then the on the show was putting caffeine up their ass.
The ladies.
Yeah, ladies.
If they Mormon, I don't care. You can call what you want to call it. Okay. Well, like I said, my barber's a man. I don't like when he's on me at all.
Well, yeah, I mean, but I seen barber jokes where they be flipping the lip and shit. That's the same thing.
That's some TikTok shit. We don't do that in real life.
No?
That's TikTok.
Y'all fighting for real? If somebody do that, you fighting?
I'm not gonna fight my barber, no, but he would. No. I keep telling you, black people don't play like that, man. I don't know what you see on TikTok, but niggas don't play like that, man.
I be wanting to play like I was growing up. If I just piggyback on that, that's not me fucking doing nothing wrong.
Yes, it is. No, it's not, but it is. Like, it's not.
I don't feel like it is.
It's not in the grand scheme of like, that's a good question to ask. Yes. Cool, right. cool. How I respond is gonna make it. It's gonna make that a good or bad thing. Yeah, culturally, mama jokes is like, I've conditioned myself to not laugh at mama jokes anyway. Because you're younger, you laugh, you get your ass whooped.
Do you remember that show they had of your mama joke?
MTV?
That was a good ass show back in the day.
A white show, yeah.
Yeah.
I got a theory. I don't think it's over until it's a peaceful ending.
That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad theory.
I think whenever you got it's turmoil or like back and forth or anger involved, I feel like that comes from like somebody still putting a fight up, I guess. Mm-hmm. I think when you walk away peacefully, I think that's like both parties saying like, all right, we good.
Live laughs. Shout out to comedian Cedric, man. Put on a fantastic show. Him and EJ Rogers at the Grown Manish 2 show. All right, at Icons, 1515 North Lake Road. The show was fantastic, man. Them guys put on a hell of a time, hell of a performance from both of them, okay? They guys had us all rolling the whole night, all right? Fantastic. Hope to see the next one. I'm excited to see, how they put it up again, you know what I'm saying, and match it again. But yeah, February 13th, every second Saturday of each month, live laughs, all right? 1515 North Lake Road. That's at Icons Event Center right there. Shout out to comedian Cedric. Reach out to him for your tickets. Go ahead and get them in advance so you can catch that cheaper price before you catch them at the door. Continue to fill up this space, man. Continue to go support comedy. Monday nights, you got the Fox's Lair for a little open mic style type of comedy. So just continue to come out, man. We can make more scenes and make more shows and produce more and have build a fan base for everybody. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of funny guys, and we got to build that fan base. But LG's doing it. He's been doing it for 5 years plus, running right now. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to comedian Cedric, and y'all check him out again. February 13th. All right, that's gonna be 1515 North Lake Road. You got to get up.
For me? Yeah, I was.
Nah, don't get up. I already fucked up the live, all right?
What live?
I don't know. I could get my shit hooked up.
What live you messed up?
Juanito's and them being able to, I felt bad for it.
You didn't mess up? Nah, that was, they weren't prepared.
I don't know how to use this. Yeah.
That was all your job to do, get this face.
Yeah.
They brought a whole laptop and everything. Whole computer and everything. So.
Whole computer. But he was ducked off over there.
Nah, but we saved the day. We did. We had to do. We made it happen. So
yeah.
Good thing I had the microphones, I guess.
Yeah, that was a weird thing though, because he couldn't never receive the audio.
Yeah, but it's fine. It worked out the way it's supposed to.
I got it hooked up once, but I saw that StreamYard down there once, and that StreamYard looks so much more. Capable for the Mac or whatever. So yeah. It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you, man.
Same to you, bro.
Yeah. I don't know where we go. We just gonna bullshit, man.
What you been up to?
Dealing with death.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, that's again.
Yeah,
that can be tough back to back.
Back to back is what it felt like. 2 months.
Yeah, cause you never really over the first one.
No, and the crazy thing is of all my brothers that didn't show up, the one that died would have came to my pop's funeral. It's just weird how it all. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's fucked up.
A lot of times too with death, I think I've seen people like I hate to use the word mean, but I would say mean is for better words. People get mean sometimes too, like, and I don't mean you like right now, but I'm thinking like you get upset a lot. You get upset more. I don't know why.
Me?
not maybe so, but
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying
do.
people, like, you get
Not
upset
anymore.
more after, like, during that time of dealing with the grief,
Oh,
like,
yeah, yeah.
initially and stuff. Everything upset you. So even you saying something about the funeral, like, it's upsetting to
Yeah.
know that, so,
Isn't it? Let me ask you this. Now I'm gonna ask this because we friends, and I feel like I ain't gonna be judged. I don't give a fuck if they look at me some kind of way. But is it fucked up for me to be like, I know a lot more people that could have went before my grandpa, knowing like how good of a man he was and how respected he was and type of, take care of the family, man, the whole family. He was the glue to everything, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Is it bad to feel like I know some younger cats that was in the family that's 50? I could have took it. You could have went.
nah, I think that's human nature. That's a common thought. Like,
I feel bad about
I know
it.
it sounds crazy, but I think it's a common thought when somebody passes away, and you feel away. You think of all the other people that God could have chose, or
Yeah.
whoever you believe in. It could have happened to. You don't wish it on them, but you just think like, it could have really been you. Which then again make you mad again. Like, fuck, it wasn't though. So
Ain't no bullshit. And I say this, I probably wouldn't have. I already told you I'm on a new medication now, so I feel like completely different the way I observe and process shit. And if it wasn't for my mama having a difficulty leaving the hospital, I wouldn't have thought that because of how difficult it was for her to leave at her age. I was like, well, shit, you more on verge of what. I don't know. It was cancer's a motherfucker. That's all I'm gonna say.
yeah,
It took him over in a month and a half. That's all we know. And I think a lot of other people could have went. I ain't saying my mama should have went before him, but like the health is not there. And
yeah.
I don't know. It just felt raw, too raw.
I think it's just frustration. Like, when somebody passes away, you frustrated because nothing you can do to change it. They not coming back. You can't do anything but keep living.
Well, I think the other thing too is my grandparents are. You probably got somebody you look up to where you're like, I can get here financially. They got an ideal, version of what you're looking for out of life, or the type of parents you want to be, or like that. You know what I'm saying? Just elderly, wise people,
Yeah.
right? You're getting game from. That's with them. That was my. I didn't necessarily get the game, but that was my image. They lived a life most people never will live, and he can't be mad about what he lived. He's got to be grateful, and he was, and that's even made it even respect him even more. That at the time of loss and dying like this, he just kind of accepted him as like most people don't get to do
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
It was hard, but
How old was he?
78.
It's a long life.
Yeah. They've been to all 50 states. They've traveled all over the world.
Do you know what the average life expectancy is of a white man?
I can look it up, though.
I look it up, yeah.
Look it up.
So I'm sure he lived a longer life than that, which is good. I'm just give you some pros to think about,
Let's see. Average age of a white man. Oh shit, 76 to 77, a year over. Shout out Pop.
Nah, yeah, I lived there.
Yeah.
Do a black man.
Okay, all right. I didn't want to go that way, man. All right, we'll do. This is not funny, but I've been drinking.
I'm not laughing.
I'm smiling. Oh, that's not good. All right, so it says it. This is fucked up. It didn't have. Let me go back first to make sure it didn't say that.
It can't be no messed up than what I already know.
What
about
I'm
black
saying
people.
is I say the average. I'm gonna read it because it's different. The average age for a white male in the United States can refer to life expectancy or population age structure. Recent CDC states life expectancy at birth of white males around 67 to 77. Right. So when I go to black man, it says same kind of setup of black men in America with the median age of around 34.3.
Yeah.
So they give a half life, and then it says 69 to 72. Like they explain it the same way, but then it says they're in. That's crazy.
Just give me the numbers. Give me the ages because you fucking me up. What's the ages? Just
It says with the median age around of 34.3 as of recent census data, reflecting a relatively younger demographic profile, but they face significant lower life expectancies compared to other groups, with recent figures around 69 to 72. I think that's what it says. I don't know. I don't know what I'm reading.
Yeah.
Look at it. I can turn it.
I'm gonna look my own. I don't know if you're even on the right thing. Let me see. Average age of a black male. No, average
I'm a black
life
man.
expectancy.
Yeah, I didn't know the big words. I just put average age. I gotta use simple letters still, man. That's crazy though.
Okay, so 69.
That's what the end is, but then I don't understand what this median age is then.
White man 75, 76. Black man 69, 70.
So what's the median age versus?
Yeah, I'm just wondering the life. It's just life. That's it. That's it right there. That's what it is. That's the median. What you got going on?
I got to find out. Let's see. Median age.
You know, like median mode.
That's what it says. Median age.
Median is just the average. It's the same thing, Tommy.
I'm about to make sure it says it.
I'm telling you, as a guy who passed elementary school, I'm telling you, it's the same thing.
I got to see. I got it in all caps too. Oh, it says white males is 44 to 45 median age. I don't know what the fuck a median age is.
Average.
Average.
Yeah, you remember younger, like mode, median.
So what's the difference then? Expectancy is what the long.
It's just the average life of a human being that's black. I mean, that's white or black. Yeah. And a man.
But the average white person is dying at this age of 44, 40.
The life expectancy, so like you like,
That's the expectancy.
Yes. Out of all the white men that died, they range from over 76 to under 76, and you kind of get
That's
that
the average. That's the median.
There we go.
Okay.
All right. Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
What was that one? Pythagorean theorem?
Pythagorean theorem.
Yeah. That's the one I know. A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Or it's A squared plus C squared equals B squared. One of the ways.
That's the first one.
It's the first one. See, I knew I was right. You made me second guess.
I'm just asking you. You even brought it up. You said you knew it. You brought it up.
I didn't know what median was, man. I had a fart there. Yeah.
You know the slope.
Slope?
Yeah.
It's a graph.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah. Y equals mx plus b.
Y equals mx plus b.
Yeah.
That's what sound.
No, that's the formula.
For what?
X and Y, the coordinates.
Oh, on a graph.
Yeah.
On a graph. That's been a long time since I've done graph stuff.
So, if you got X, you can find Y by plugging into mx plus b.
I think I remember that one
you'll
too.
find
Yeah,
Y,
it's
yeah.
been a while, man.
So if X is 3, what is Y? You know what I'm saying? So you do mx.
I went,
B.
look, I didn't cut it out till 10th. I cut it out at 10th grade, man.
Yeah.
It's bad.
You remind me every time I see you.
Yeah.
That you didn't finish school.
I don't mind it, though. I don't mind it.
Nah. You verbally say it. You just verbally like, hey man, look, no GD, you know, so.
Why is it that people can't see my pride in it, though? Where am I doing it wrong where it comes off as like a sympathy thing more than
because you only tell us when something's wrong. That's why.
But I don't mind. I'm acknowledging it.
No,
wrong.
you can acknowledge it without. I could be right and I tell you, hey man, I graduated from Augusta State University. I don't tell you. I barely even say that.
Yeah. It's
I don't talk about
though.
graduating from college. You know, it's just like, all right, whatever. But you say a lot when you're wrong. Like, hey man, I don't know. You say as a cop out. Hey, look, I don't know, man. I got a GED.
Yes.
I got a GED.
I got a GED. I got a GED, bitch.
You make niggas not want a GED, like the way you say it, like it's an STD or something.
Hey,
so you gotta chill.
But you know that's the thing though. I don't mind playing dumb. Even
Yeah,
though
we know.
I don't mind playing dumb.
Yeah, we know.
I be fucking them up at work with that shit. Cause I don't know, man. You in the field where you can see people. Where I know you worked in like Lowe's before. You know that field where people gotta work, and you can see if motherfucker can work or not. Really, education really don't have to help that work ethic stuff or that drive.
Education?
Yeah,
What you mean?
like I think that even if I know people in college that's sorry as fuck. They ain't got no drive. They ain't got no drive. They ain't got no motivation and like work ethic. They might just sit behind the desk and, not to say like it's got to be physical, but like they ain't got that drive and momentum.
A lot of people don't. I mean, you're young. That's why I think people that's young and that have drive, they so special. Because really, most people don't get drive till they get older. When you're young, you're just doing stuff because it's on your agenda for the day or for life. High school, then college. Like some people, most people that go to college don't want to go.
Yeah.
They just going because that's the next step on your agenda of life. Like
You didn't want to go?
I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go at all.
Where'd you go to?
Augusta State University.
And what did you go for?
At first accounting, then I switched it and did criminal justice.
What was probably the most intimidating thing or like that turned you off to where you didn't want to go?
Well, back then you probably wouldn't fit this way, but I didn't like people. I didn't care to talk to people. I was still like very much more on the New York side, like just not want to be around people. So I felt like once I got done with school, I didn't want to be socialized. I wanted to work and just do my own thing. I wanted to just take a year off and do nothing.
Yeah.
You know, but I went, and I also feel like being a first generation college student, I didn't have nobody to really, I didn't utilize my resources to get anybody that I may have known to go to college to say, hey, I navigate this. I just kind of went, and I would go and just come back home. I wouldn't socialize really.
just getting grades.
Spending my Pell Grant money on dumb stuff just cause, you know.
So you didn't attend like no college atmosphere?
Never in my life.
Like no parties,
okay.
no type of...
No. Oh, you mean like
social?
No. I've the dude I interviewed, the big buff dude you keep bringing up. I interviewed him. He went to us at the same time. Remember, we always look at each other like we had a problem.
Yeah.
He was smaller back then, you know, but
wasn't that big.
Yeah, he wasn't that big. But I'm saying it to say like, even if you listen to the podcast, he was like, yeah, I remember you. Like cause I had waves and stuff at the time. You know, so it's like everybody would know me, but I wouldn't talk to nobody.
Yeah.
I always been real standoffish,
reserved. Yeah.
And so but I say it to say, college is good for networking, and that's how I owned my first business, was networking. Somebody emailed me, and in college back then, you were privy to everybody emailing your class. So I got email one day, and it was a guy named David. He was like, "Yo, I see you a business major, accountant. I want to have a meeting with you about potentially owning a business." It didn't work out the first year. We just met up a few times. A year later, he came back around, and we ended up doing it. And that's how I ran my first business at 19. So college had its perks, you know what I'm saying?
Let me make sure I got the button for you. I'm late. That's good, man.
Yeah,
that's good.
Cool. It was a learning experience still. Even that was a learning experience though, you know.
Yeah.
He dead now, so God bless his dad, but that was a learning experience as well. So, but all that stemmed from college. I just say, looking back on it now, if I went, like if I tell my daughter's gonna go, or if I talk to kids that go, I tell them like, if you want to go, that's fine, do that, but have fun. So, you know, enjoy the parties and stuff you can, but study, because college is different. It's a different atmosphere as far as like schooling. I didn't study in school like damn near ever, especially down here. When I moved down here, it was easy, and I got all A's, you know. But then when I got to college, I would do the same thing. I'd go to school, then I come home, play ball, be with my girl or whatever. Never open a book.
Easy for you.
No, it wasn't. I failed all them tests in college.
You failed all of them?
Damn near.
Damn.
I struggled in college.
Damn.
Yeah. I definitely struggled in college. I thought when I say I was accountant, I thought I was good with numbers until I got to college. So I ain't that good with numbers like I thought. But I think I just didn't. All that to go back to what you're saying, drive.
Yeah.
I like me, and it's probably ironic you saying it now, because I think I got it now. But back then I liked drive. For that, like I had drive for a lot of stuff, but not that. You know, and drive for want to have sex. Of course, I got drive. I'll go to work. You know, even now I wasn't even a good worker like that. I think I just went 12 to 4, no real shift.
Yeah.
But I always pride myself in like being a big sibling and taking care of my brother and sister and stuff. So I had drive for that and stuff, and you know, outside stuff. But I think so. A kid my age at that time that had drive, it was super special.
Yeah.
You know, and you look at them today, most of them are really well off today. So
I ain't gonna lie. To touch on all this, I do regret not going to a college. I could have attended if I would have. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have like had no missed years. I probably could have got some extra work, and like them core classes is what would have fucked me up. Give me something I'm interested in, I can dive into it. Like I wanted to do
I like that though.
Psychology or something like that, philosophy in certain different areas.
But just to piggyback off what you said, I think that idea is good, but I do think you need those core classes to see if you're serious enough for even those classes. You know what I'm saying? Like that makes sense. But for somebody like you, I feel like you could take class and get placed, and even if your first few is like the remedial math, where it's like it's not a credit, but it's like to get you ready for the real math 1101. You take it, you become accustomed to them numbers. Hopefully you can teach yourself, because your profession is not like school where they're gonna teach you nothing. They don't teach you nothing.
Yeah, you gotta learn.
You got that 50-minute period. If you can't learn in them 3 days, 50 minutes, don't know what to tell you.
They're just gonna write you off.
I mean, in a very professional way.
Yeah, in a very professional way.
Yeah, come by my office hours.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not there.
Don't block sign. We back. I'm at lunch. I'm at lunch.
You know?
Yeah.
Or you limit it. The office hours is an hour.
Yeah.
Now what?
Damn.
You know? So I'm understanding that say, you know, and then they put you in the class. But even that experience that you would have gotten, I feel like you would have, and you good at networking and talking to people. So maybe you're not good at
Not back then.
one particular. But my point.
Yeah.
So you saying these young kids that be in college, I think you got to grow into having that drive or grow into like being able to be speaking to somebody, being confident to be like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
I'm Tommy.
I'm
struggling with X, Y, Z.
Influence to you say network. We looked at college. There's 6 of us. Only one's been to college. Yeah, only one's graduated from college, and we looked at it just as like an open-minded thing, more than it was like what you gonna get from it or whatever. It was like a new world of conversations and diversity, and it was like you're opening up a whole new lane to communicate and to think different. Mm-hmm. I don't know. That's the only reason I would want to go. To do the core class shit is like I don't even need it for my job now.
But you see, what I like about college, and I said I wish people would explain it to you in certain ways, because I think then that makes sense. That's like basketball. Like you ever play, if you had played whatever, like you got to practice before you get in the game.
Yeah.
Practice is core classes. You
Yeah.
know, like you got to kind of learn the game before you can actually be out there and actually having fun with it. You know, we watch highlights. They look like they're having fun when they score 30 points. It take a lot before they can even score 5 points or 10 points on a regular basis. So I look at it like that. Like them core classes is that. But if somebody would explain it to me before I went to college, I would have took it serious. You know, I didn't take college serious at all. I got a degree and I didn't take it serious at all. Like at all.
You just there.
I just showed up. Some days.
Dang. That's how it was at high school for me.
Well, that's the thing. I never missed a day of school until I got to college.
Well, see, that's the other thing, too, is like we grew up outside of Athens. So at 15, 16 years old, we was going downtown with fake IDs. And we was, I ain't going to say we was always getting our way with women or anything like that because we was young. But we definitely got to enjoy a lot of thrills of college town and like the fraternity parties and shit. Mm-hmm. It was I don't know. I was already turned off from it by then. I was trying to find money and get my way out of the whole holla, as they would call it.
Yeah.
College wasn't as important for me, but I don't know. I do keep thinking about it though of why the GED stuff. I'm thinking about going it, but I don't want the core classes. That's the only bad part.
Well, you're not gonna go then.
Yeah, I know that's a bad thing.
I mean, you might as well get a trade somewhere if you don't want core classes.
I just need time if I'm gonna do core classes. I can't take that much stress of trying to learn and be pissed off at myself if I don't know how to read, because I don't. You know what I'm saying? I got to.
Well, you could take, like you said, psychology. You could take those classes without passing a certain particular core, if I'm not mistaken. But I wouldn't know because I took mine, so I don't know.
Yeah, I went to Aiken Tech, and I tried to go see what it was one time, and I was like, nah, I got to do.
Well,
all this
university
first.
is a little different than Tech though. So
I don't know the difference. All I know is the college, bro. Community.
Well, one is 2 years.
D1, it's all just because it's college on that fucking entrance when you go in. That's all that matters.
College is college though.
Yeah, if you got it on if you got it, it's a plaque. No, it's not a plaque. Paper, diploma. It got a college on it. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you think about did you watch the college football game?
No.
No, you didn't watch it?
Mm-hmm.
They said it was a wild thing though, Indiana winning.
All right, that's what I hear.
That's what I hear. You know?
I don't follow sports too heavy.
I don't either, but I try to catch the big stuff.
You didn't catch that, did you?
No, but I definitely caught the Bears losing from old buddy that was here with the podcast. When we watched him sourpuss away from the game. I don't know. You see, that right there instigates me to watch stuff because then I want to pick on motherfuckers at work. I do it just to instigate, man. That's the only time I keep up with it.
You a Georgia fan?
No, not anymore.
Oh, since when?
I quit being a fan the year before they won.
That was my best year.
But
when they lost in double overtime?
When they lost to Alabama and they won it,
that was
right?
funny. Yes.
So that year confirmed to me that I wasn't going to be a fan no more because that's not a real win. To me, it's like I've been a Georgia fan from Athens. I done played in this town. It's like, motherfucker, I've been waiting on I'm sick of it. Y'all keep playing with me, keep teasing these
That
seasons.
also came a year after the Falcons lost.
Yeah.
Patriots.
Yep. So to me, it was like I'm just washing my hands of college football, and I kind of just stepped away. But I still enjoy the shit talking of it. I still get involved to a degree. I don't know no people, but I know the teams. I talk shit. Yeah. All I know is man, there's some fine bitches at that game. That's all I'm saying. Miami got some fine bitches. That's all I know. They was all over the TV screen. Goddamn bitches.
Why you like using the B word so much?
I don't know, cause I'm country, and to me,
I think you and Slim do some great content together.
bitch is not.
I would do the B word.
I
count.
don't understand why bitch is a derogatory thing. If a woman stumps her toe, she gonna curse, damn, shit, or bitch.
That's your example for saying it's okay.
Most people. I'm just saying.
Someone screaming in agony.
No, I've been drinking. No, what I'm saying is like, all right, if the table at that point is the bitch. If you just having a tough day and someone cuts you off, that moment is just the bitch. It might not be, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
But that's not what you just said. It's some fine bitches in Miami. So
Yeah,
I feel like you was. I don't think you was talking on the table.
Huh? No, I ain't talking about the table.
Or somebody driving in the car.
No, I'm talking about titties on the cheeks. You know, titties on the cheeks. Talking about sucking on that clit like it's a pacifier. You know, them bitches.
I got you.
Damn, man.
I got you.
That's one thing I didn't get to experience though. Those type of. I wanted to. I do look back and like how I could have changed my thinking by having like crazy conversations in college, not about just the fun, but the real intellectual side of like learning how to talk.
Yeah, but you said y'all went to like in town to downtown to the parties.
Yeah.
Why didn't y'all go on campus? It's kind of strange.
It's not near. It's like just downtown.
I've never been to Athens. I don't know. It's your town.
It's still at a university, but there ain't no bars on it like that.
No. Listen. I'm saying, why didn't you go to the university like in the daytime?
No, the only closest I came to university is the apartments.
I'm just asking, why didn't you? I'm just okay. Because I went to the parties, so yeah, I found the parties.
I can't answer that. Wow. We never had any.
Nah, because you ever watch Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Yeah.
The show, the actual show.
Yeah.
No. You remember that episode where Will took psychology or something like that? And it's an episode where he's taking a college course. It's hard at first. He's like, I'm not doing this. I just check it out. And then the guy starts talking about a movie or something that he likes a lot. And so he like, hold up. And the guy like, well, you can go ahead. He's like, no, I'm gonna sit down. And I guess the verbiage in the conversation and the way the teacher taught that day, the lecture or whatever, he was so enamored with it, he wanted to stay in the class. He was like, you can stay in the class.
What does that mean?
Like,
I get
like
the context of it.
Amazed.
All right, I'm making sure.
The guy was like, you can stay, but I can't give you a grade. You just got to take the class. You can come sit in if you want to, but you can't get a grade. And he ended up going to the class a lot. I always thought that's probably the only thing I knew about college coming to my life was that show.
Yeah?
Was that one time, yeah.
Damn.
But great. When I was younger, I did go to a college when I was younger. HBCU, Cheney College in Philadelphia with my cousin's brother. Me and my cousin's older brother. And it was all black, and like I said, it's one of the things where it's a memory you block out. You block out some memories as you get older. I think I blocked it out, and as I got older, I said, damn, you know what? I didn't even know where I was at back then. Like, I didn't know the beauty of going to this HBCU, because I would have went to HBCU. Like, you know what I know now? I would have went to one.
You would have?
Definitely. Not no white-ass Augusta State.
Hey, man, I think that my oldest brother ruined us. See, he had a full ride to a scholarship at college, but he was going to get a job at building engines for NASCAR right when he got it, because he ended high school down in the South. They had the engine program where you could be building cars and shit in the shop. Turned it down for drugs and women or whatnot, whatever excuse. And then Luke went to college. When I was younger, there used to be like little drawing things on the TV where you could like call the number and they send you a pamphlet, and then you draw the pamphlet and you send it back, and you could get like scholarships. And I got a scholarship at first year of my 9th grade year. I got it. And I had to maintain, their terms or whatever to receive the scholarship. And I thought about it the first year, but then I failed that motherfucker. And it was
how much was the scholarship for?
How much was it for? I don't remember. All I know is it wasn't full paid or something like that, but it was majority. But my aunt lived in Chicago because it was an art institution of Chicago, so I was going to have to go. and my aunt lived up there, so I was gonna compensate with like living and all that stuff. But no, I didn't. I ain't follow through with it. That long-term goal was intimidating, and I will say, looking back on like where I've curated my art in general, I don't like structure. I like doing my own thing. I don't like having someone else tell me how to do something. And that rebellion even like transferred over to like how I curate my own like artistic ability. And I'm not sad I don't have foundation or like the same structure every other artist does, but it does hinder me. It does change what I was able to grow into. And I do regret some of that because I wish, but that's still, I don't hold it against me because it's 4 years of learning you're stupid, but still chasing women and doing fun shit. You know, it's like.
I mean, college is different for everybody, though. Everybody don't chase.
This
women
high
in college.
school. This ain't college.
Oh, well, high school is different for everybody, too.
No, I didn't make it. I knew yeah. I moved from down there to up here. They different credit systems, so I was still in 10th grade when I moved up here, supposed to be in 11th. And when I moved back, I was supposed to be in 12th, and they kicked me out because they didn't want me to come back, maybe to night school. So I said, fuck it, GED. But yeah, I wish I'd have took those routes. But you think I'd have still had to do core classes for art school?
Yes.
Fuck.
You have to know how to read and write.
That dude wanted me to draw for Pixar.
You have to know how to read and write.
What's reading and writing got to do with drawing?
Contracts.
That's true. We got AI now.
When we didn't have it in 03, 04,
Right.
08.
Yeah. I ain't even.
And even if you got AI, you still got to read. You got to read the AI. Like, you can't just press play to everything.
No, you're right. But it ain't, I mean, what's the.
You know, people think you can't read for real. You know that, right?
People think I can't read?
Yeah. For real, though. They think you really can't read.
I don't think I can. On a real note, when it comes to, all right, you may be able to read something and you'll digest it. You might not need to read it. Like if you give me a paragraph or a chapter of information, I'm gonna have to read it 2 or 3 times. I ain't gonna be able to read it once and digest the subject.
So you talking about soaking it in, no homo. I'm just saying people think you can't read. They think you can't look at words on the paper and read.
Sometimes I can't.
Because you be stuttering a lot or you mess up a lot when you doing it.
Sometimes I can't, bro.
Sometimes I'll post something. I think I'll read to my. Remember a couple weeks ago, I was reading to my daughter on my story. This man was like, "Hey, next time read that book." I'm like, "Come on, bro."
Should have asked me to. I'd have read it.
Nah. I ain't gonna actually read, man.
It don't bother me. I can't fight like Floyd, so I ain't.
You stupid.
I can't fight like Floyd.
That is funny. Floyd catching strays for no reason, but yeah, I get it. But you know, reading is beautiful if you allow it to be. I didn't like when I was younger though. I didn't like reading out loud. I didn't like that. I used to tease my sister because she would read with like so much emotion. Like she would change her voice for certain characters.
Novel and shit. Yeah.
But it was. I always liked being read too. I always like being read too. Even today, like I know people got these not weird. Everybody got a weird kink or like nice form of intimacy they like. I like being read to. Like that's something I like doing. If you're in the bed, I like to be read to.
Damn, that's weird, man.
It's not. Why? How's that weird?
I mean, what's she gonna read to you?
Whatever. I want to hear her voice. I want to hear her reading. I like to be read to. Yo, do me a favor. You laying up with your girl, whatever. Hey, read this to me. Like it feels beautiful. You just laying on her lap and she just reading to you.
I ain't never had that happen.
I'm telling you. I'm giving you the game. I'm giving you the game.
I'm gonna have to ask.
I'm giving you the game.
Do you have specific books you want read though, or
I just want to hear your voice.
Just the voice, just move.
I mean, if it's a book I like, then yeah, why not? But the book don't really matter as much as the voice, the visual, me close my eyes and me being like narrated through a beautiful voice.
You know what I think right now is funny in my head is that you're laying on your lady's lap and you're just sitting there like, tell me what's on Facebook right now. Let me hear who the fuck.
Oh no, I need books. The Facebook thing ain't gonna work. I need books.
Who's switching up?
I'll buy a book.
They back and forth.
I'll buy a book just for that though.
Yeah.
Yeah. It might take a year to get all the way through it, but I don't mind.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I don't know why people really think I can't read. I'm gonna have to pull out dictionaries.
The book right here.
Yep, and ain't done yet. I ain't read it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've read all those books over there. Right. It's a book. I be reading when I can. It be the hard words that fuck me up. Like what you said, anointed? No,
Enamored.
yeah, I don't.
That's why. Let me tell you. This is real quick. This is free game. That's the beauty of reading. You read a book. It's a word that you don't know. Enamored. What the fuck does that mean? Yo, you don't believe these phones, you can look stuff on the internet, right?
Yeah.
So you unlock your phone, you look up enamored. Oh, that's what it means. Cool.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you.
Hold on. You back to reading? And you find another word.
If you wasn't here,
You do the same thing.
if you wasn't here,
Rinse,
bro,
repeat.
I'm not doing that.
No, I know you don't do it.
I'm not doing that.
But what I'm saying is, that's the beauty of reading, because like within a few pages, you might learn 4 words. You still doing the story, but you learning words.
I do
I'm
have a
saying.
bit of vocabulary. I agree. I do understand the context more and understand where it's coming from. I may not know the
And
actual
to a point, you
definition.
might not have to look the word up because it might be used in a way where, okay, this must be what that word mean, because this sentence can only mean that. You know? So, but that's why they say, when they say it's fundamental, it's like you learn the math stuff at one time.
And you know, I'd say this, I'm gonna roll back to the beginning. My pops, we had a little gathering after his funeral at a restaurant. They done a little toast for him. And come to find out, I forget what the phrase was he said, but he couldn't read well either, apparently. And when he got to a word like we saying that you don't know, instead of looking it up, he would just say, let's just say it's Sally Sunk. And he would just move on. Like it was every time he didn't know a word, the word was Sally Sunk, or I forget the phrase he says, and he just moves on and not care. That's really how I read. I don't necessarily digest, even if I don't need the context. I just keep going and move on to the next sentence and figure it out from there and figure it out. And then I have to, there you go. But tell me, I can't read. Come read the books I read and tell me you understand what it's saying.
Yeah,
that's how.
But you gotta stop, and then you should stop and be like, what does this mean?
Yeah.
Because reading through it is just like, it's like you're not regurgitating anything.
Nothing.
Ain't no point of reading. That's not fundamental.
I read the Aristotle's Metaphysics about pretty much where thoughts come from and like how thought comes from a thought and everything is just formulated off some other thought. There's really no real originality or whatever. It took me 3-4 times reading that book to understand what the fuck was going on.
Imagine if you had stopped and just, what does this mean every time?
Man, hell no.
No, I'm saying if you had done that, you had read it once and understood it.
This lady made me write the dictionary.
Who?
I don't remember her name. She was a correction officer, but in Macon, Georgia.
Okay.
But she, that was one of the punishments we had. It was you had to pick a letter and you would write the dictionary. There's plenty of words, but I don't know if it's blocking them out or what. But I don't know words like that. That's okay with me.
Yeah.
I'm a people person. I don't got to know all the words.
Yeah, maybe not.
I don't need them. I'm a little drunk.
No, I mean, you probably don't need them. Maybe you're just going to mute. Not say nothing at all.
Who?
You.
No. I like talking shit, man.
But now, I'm not saying you need, like, anybody need the most extensive vocabulary in the world. Like, that's crazy talk. But, it'd be good to know. It'd be good to know a little something here and there, in my opinion. But to each his own.
Even though people think I can't read, even though they think I can't read, what they say right here, man?
You read it. Tell me.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up so you see what's all that right there? Notifications. What that is?
Vocabulary.
Hey.
It says conformist, one who behaves the same as others.
I'm not a conformist. Yeah. I be reading this shit. The hardest part be reading the word.
Well, but you could just get a book and do it.
What's the next one? Pro.
This is what we're talking about.
Hold on.
Let me see the word.
The second one. Propitiated.
Propitiate.
What?
Yeah, it says she ate. I know that. But it tell you right there, like what?
Yeah, to calm or soothe.
No, it give you the the words when you define them. They give you how to announce them to. You see that?
Oh, the little speaker. I got to pull it up in the app for it.
No, it show you. It show you on the thing. You don't see them words breaking down how to pronounce it.
Where you see that at on the notification? It just shows the name, word, and definition.
Okay, yeah, on that. Okay, my bad.
Yeah. But that's like the other one is totalitarianism. Totalitarianism.
Totalitarianism.
There's some hard words, man.
Yeah. But you might want to just start with the word you're going to use, because you're not going to use that word.
Every word that pops up.
What does it mean?
Something about government. I guess. I didn't look. I just saw the word.
Got you.
Government. A political system where the state has complete control. See, I've heard that before, but I wouldn't be able to put that in a sentence.
Something good to do if you're going to be doing that, though, is like if you're going to be looking up words and defining them, maybe just use them.
I be trying to write them in my new book for this year, that big ass black book right there.
Yeah, but just use them. Like call people on the phone, just use it.
Oh, I feel so
like
stupid.
they make yourself have to use it.
Is that weird that that's my most insecure thing to do? I'm honest with you, man. We ain't even bullshitting here. I feel so fucking stupid using big words because I don't always know if I know it's the right word.
One of those words on it was conform. It's not a big word.
Conform?
Yeah, conformist. It's to do with other things. Like you're gonna conform. I know
what that word means, but I don't use it.
I'm saying, don't you call somebody? You make yourself use it just to do it. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Conform.
Yeah.
Education system.
That's one. Yeah.
Hey.
Conform to this style of podcasting. Conform to this way we telling you to do the machines at work. Conform to this way of driving. Conform to this way of saving money. Conform to this way of telling jokes on stage.
That's what I got to get better at. I got to conform to the way of performing jokes. Which, speaking of jokes, I got a conversation I want to have with you. Because I know you go to a barber, right? That's a man. You go get your hair cut by, right?
Yeah.
Right. You ever been to Great Clips? Or
No.
No?
I ain't never been nowhere where they charge tax on the haircut.
Okay. This is a white thing then. This is coming
very
from a
much
white
so.
perspective, all right?
Anything starting with great is a white thing, but go ahead.
It's really awkward because I enjoy my head being touched, right? Like when they doing the buzzing and they doing it, I enjoy that. I don't know why, but it's weird. I enjoy it. And at the same time, I enjoy getting the big girl with the fupa and getting that all over my shoulder and have that. And I don't know. I feel like when you get the big girl, that's what they put on. You get titties and fupa while you get your hair cut. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if that is awkward for me to enjoy. Or is that just...
Oh, okay.
That ain't a joke. That's just the premise of it. I'm just...
Okay. You asked me a question, though?
Yeah, I'm asking you a question about it.
Well, like I said, my barber's a man. I don't like when he's on me at all.
Well, yeah, I mean, but I've seen barber jokes where they be flipping the lip and shit. That's the same thing.
That's some TikTok shit. We don't do that in real life.
Huh? No?
That's TikTok.
Y'all fighting for real? If somebody do that, you fighting?
I'm not gonna fight my barber, no, but he would no. I keep telling you, black people don't play like that, man. I don't know what you see on TikTok, but niggas don't play like that, man.
I be wanting to play like I was growing up.
They cut my hair and do their thing. Now, there is a thing, like your barber like having to like lean up on you, mm-hmm. and you might be like, yo, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? That's a thing. I've never enjoyed it. Yeah, I can't speak for another man, but I never enjoyed the barber being up on me.
I don't like when men cut
or
my
him
hair.
being on me. No, I never enjoyed that at all.
So you ain't never letting the ladies cut your hair?
I never went to a woman barber a day in my life.
No. Mm-mm. Damn.
Never been inside Great Clips. I've drove past it a few times.
It's the only place I go. I want that fupa on me, man.
Hey, man, teach his own.
The little skinny girls don't touch you, though.
How much a haircut? $9.99?
18.
What's tax?
18.
That's crazy.
18.
$18.99 is a crazy price.
And I tip. So it's what, $25, $30 haircut? And they don't even line up my beard. I do that myself.
Go to an actual barbershop one day. Just tell me what you think.
I think I've only been to a barbershop once. No, twice. Maybe twice. 2 weddings.
Just go one day.
I don't mind. I just ain't never... I think it's weird to attach yourself to one person for your haircut.
Why? To your appearance? You think it's weird to attach yourself to one person for your appearance?
Appearance?
That's your haircut. Your haircut is your appearance.
Yeah, but my parents picked their own haircut and it was a bowl.
Appearance.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm saying, but my parents, one hair, like, you don't know. I don't know. You got to stick to a style then. How do you have that conversation if you want to change up your style? You just talk to them?
This is funny to me because, yeah, you just tell them, like, Actually, you been in a barbershop before? A real barbershop?
Yes, I've been in them. I just ain't never had a
you
haircut.
got pictures on the wall. You can say I want 7. I want this. And I know like you grew up in a barbershop so much. You know what you want. Y'all want to get a temp fade, two on top or 2.5 up top. So the guard 2.5. They cut your hair to 2.5 length. That's it. Like,
So if you wanted to change your look, you know what to tell him up front.
yes.
Damn.
I sit in the chair. He say same as last time. Yes. That's been going on for 15 years now.
Yeah, that's me too, but I ain't telling her what guard.
Or I might say, like me, I'm older now, so I might be like, sometimes I just like to keep this. But now I'm growing too much. I'm like, I want all of it going, so like cut it off.
Going too much, man.
I know, right? To me, it's too much. I've been a baby face all my life, you know. It's not growing too much. I look stressed out. I don't want to look stressed, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, nah, cut all that off.
Yeah.
It was cute and it had like one little patch.
Yeah.
You know, but when it's like, I might not cut all that off. I don't want that on there.
It is wild though, cause like I mean, I don't know. I don't even think past that. Like no bullshit. Majority of the haircuts I've had, a woman's probably made the decision.
I can't relate.
It's I guess it's a white person thing.
Maybe.
It might be.
I don't know too many of y'all, Tommy.
I know, but like, I don't know.
You might count as 75% of all the white people I know. So
Really?
probably. I don't know a lot of them.
75%.
I don't know a lot of y'all.
Yeah, but I'm not the same. I'm not the same. But I do think that them bitches with the fupas get the best tips.
Those ladies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do like them. Reminds me of my mama. It does. I be wanting to push the limit with you. You be wanting to laugh, but you just be wanting.
Nah. Culturally, mama jokes is like, I've conditioned myself to not laugh at mama jokes anyway. Because the younger you laugh, you get your ass whooped.
Do you remember that show they had of your mama jokes?
MTV?
That was a good ass show back in the day.
A white show, yeah.
Yeah. I forget what it was.
MTV, white show.
Yeah, but it was Fez.
I remember,
Yeah. What?
That 70s show.
I don't know his name though.
Fez, we call him.
That's not his real name.
He ain't got no real name, man. Fuck that.
Fucking Fez 70 show. I got you. Damn, that's still baffled. You could change up your hairdo. Like, I want 7'5".
Where was you going with the joke?
Huh?
Earlier, you said he had a joke about
Tipping too much for a fupa.
that was okay. Gotcha.
That's the game plan.
Okay.
It's just a premise right now.
No, I got you.
I gotta write more about it.
I trust you in your work.
Hey man, I think it's it's an uncomfortable thing too because it's not your fupa. If you do like big girls, you have your own fupa at the house, but you go in there, it's kind of like cheating. That's how I feel when I'm getting my head rubbed, because I like my head rubbed. You like to be read to. I like you to calm me down like a kitty cat, rub my head, but it's like cheating in there.
I like both actually at the same time.
At the same time?
Yeah.
I ain't know how to read to me. I can't even claim that.
Yeah. I ain't gonna say all that. Yeah.
Say what you gonna say,
Nah,
man.
I don't want to say no. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but nah. Yeah.
What wrong? Ain't no wrong thing.
I just always been people that actually like me a lot. So like they always want to do anything I want. If anything I want them to do, they'll do it for the most part. I ain't never really had a problem. Having somebody they read to me and I gotta like sell them on reading to me. That's crazy as hell. Once I say it, that's it. Like, okay, cool. Start from where?
Damn.
I'm like, oh yeah, page 2.
Damn. I thought about going Mormon to get that. They're submissive white women.
I don't know anything
I
about
ain't going
Mormon.
white. I ain't going white if I don't go again.
I heard the word Mormon a lot. I don't know what that is.
I really don't either. I watched the show with Crystal, and
why'd you say it then?
Uh,
why'd you just say it if you don't know what it is?
I do, but I don't. I know they're like religious. It's a religion to a degree, but it has to intertwine with their marriage, I guess, and how they live their marriage and life. I don't know. But the show makes it confusing. What's a Mormon? Let me look up what's a Mormon.
Hey, we just being fundamental today, man.
Fundamental.
Like, you're going to learn a lot today. You learned the expectancy of a black man, a white man, conformist. And then now you're learning what a Mormon is. Look at this, man. Who would have thought? The guy with the GED.
Hey.
Learning 3 things in one night. Want me to read that out?
Hold on. That don't make no sense to me. But yeah, they Christians. What? It says the term Mormon typically refers to members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. LDS Church, a large branch of following Birmingham Young. I don't know what the fuck that means.
I did some research on it.
I know that they say they're not supposed to drink coffee and caffeine, but then the bitches on the show was putting caffeine up their ass.
The ladies.
Yeah, ladies.
If they Mormon, I don't care. You can call what you want to call
They
them.
bitches.
Okay.
Bitches is putting coffee up their ass. You putting coffee up your ass, you a bitch. Because you going to get a spike from caffeine out that motherfucker that is uncalled for. You know, you ever watch Steve-O when Jackass put the alcohol up his ass? He got drunk quick.
Yo, real quick. Could be in a podcast. I'm gonna say a funny story. My mom, this is a long time ago. This shit is funny as hell. I was never into MTV and stuff like that. Like when I was younger, it was like that was white music and BT was black music. That's how it was. So I never heard of it. I kept hearing about the
What
show.
about VH1?
VH1 was like in the middle. But I kept hearing about Jackass. I hear about all the time. So one day somebody either let me borrow a DVD or something like that, but it was Jackass. I thought it was cool. I'm like, oh, I did do pranks. Okay, cool. I guess I must have left. I went outside, left it on. I'm not sure what happened, but it was this one particular part in this season where like they was zapping each other's balls, I guess. Mm-hmm. A bunch of white guys zapping each other's balls. Mm-hmm. I get home. My mom was like, I gotta talk to you. I'm like, what's up? She like, I don't know what you into.
She accused you of it.
But whatever it is, don't watch that around my other side. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Mind you, I'm like, I'm 11 at the time when this happened. So I'm not even understanding what she's saying until I get back in my room. This is how old stuff is. You know, you could pause stuff back then. I think she just paused it and they just like changed the input on the TV. So I go back to my PlayStation to go back. I'm like, I ain't gay. Like, like
you paused on some balls.
I didn't pause. You know, my brother was watching DVD just played through.
Yeah.
She happened to walk through the room, I guess, and must have hit it and then just, whatever. But I said, this is just a show of white boys. I don't. So I'm just not judging. I'm like, hey, that shit was just funny though.
Hell, I got off the phone before you got here. I was telling you my brother was on the phone with me. Him and his boyfriend splitting up. Speaking of not judging, I'm just sad they didn't fight.
Why?
Cause they always fight. Now they walking away all peaceful.
Somebody fed up.
Huh? I mean, I get it, but shit, man.
I got a theory. I don't think it's over until it's a peaceful ending.
That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad theory.
I think whenever you got it's turmoil or like back and forth or anger involved, I feel like that comes from like somebody still putting a fight up, I guess. Mm-hmm. I think when you walk away peacefully, I think that's like both parties saying like, all right, we good. It's over. It is a theory. I could be wrong.
That's not a bad theory.
Also, and sometimes it's even worse. Sometimes things end or a relationship ends and y'all don't even say goodbye. It's like one day you wake up and you don't talk to the person and next thing you know, a year done passed.
Yeah, that's how I feel like you respond to text message.
What the fuck was that?
I'm just picking. That's how you are.
I'm peaceful.
Hey, you peaceful. You are right about that. You are right about that.
But I got 1,000 things going on during my day.
I know you do. I just be fucking with you. I be picking on you because of all the posts on Facebook. They be saying that shit.
Yeah, everybody make sure they tell me that I don't respond to my messages. Yeah.
I just be piggybacking. That's it.
It's funny, right? Because I as I'm talking to you right now, right, I'm looking at my phone and I got messages I need to respond to, but like I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I could do it right now. I could respond to all 5, 6, whatever, how many it is. I'm looking at them just like, oh, okay.
Nope. Wait till time.
I'm just reading. In my mind, I'm responding.
But you a popular man, though. People come to you for advice, opportunity, input, feedback. You get a lot of, I'm sure your conversation, your messages are vast with variety of attention. What about that word, huh? What about that, motherfucker?
What does it mean?
Variety, vast and variety?
Yes, define if you're going to use it.
Large and multiple.
Okay, I can see that because it's various, yeah. But yeah, different kind of people. Well, that's crazy. Pause. But different kind of people. That was insane to do. Different kind of people. Yeah, do reach out to me, but you know, it is what it is. I don't be tripping.
You don't be tripping. You should be there.
I be trying to like stay out the way, and I don't want no issues. Like I hate having issues with people. I like them, but I hate them at the same time because I don't like the level I'm willing to go. You know, if you're not like on a violent thing, but just like talking wise or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I'd be ready to destroy people if I can. You know.
See, I don't know if I'm able to do that yet.
You know, I know I could do it because people be like, people aren't good with words. That's the first thing. People too emotional. That's the second thing. And most times, I don't say something unless I mean it. So if it comes out of my mouth, then 9 times out of 10, I done thought about it for a little while first.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna say nothing crazy. Yeah, nothing that I feel like I said it wrong. Now I'm gonna make sure I say everything right first.
Hey, I'm gonna talk about this because you are very collected and calculated.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of men lack that in the communication style, or like being able to hold back our tongue. What would you do what would you say to, like, I'm like that. I'm very quick tempered. What would you say to people like who can't hold that reserve?
They can't hold hold their emotions intact.
Like you're saying, like if you wanted to plot, you had an opportunity to say something, you're gonna say something. It's the truth. You've thought about it for a while. That's reserve in my mind. That's you not reacting. That's you being mature. That's you stepping back and observing your environment, and then you reacting maturely. Whether it's aggressive or not is irrelevant. But I think that's a challenge for men to do that regularly. And what would you say to help that process?
I mean, it's hard. For me, it might be different than other people because, like I said, everybody's background is different. Everybody came from different walks of life. The walk of life I come from, you gonna do that, or you gonna fall hard. You know, fall hard could be dying. You know, who knows? I'm not saying that you gotta go to that extent, but I just think, when you are reserved and you calculate each move you make, you have to. This is a quick story, real quick. Not a story, but like, even being younger, like you have issues with people, whatever case may be, right? Mm-hmm. I remember being young, and that's just me. I'm the oldest, and we live in an area where like it's not like out here where it's like a bunch of houses. You could have an issue with your neighbor and not see them for 3 weeks, maybe. Who knows? It ain't like that. But I'm just
not there,
going back and forth.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying up there, like you gotta go to the store, the corner store. You gotta go to the subway. You gotta go to school. Like you gotta see people, and so I feel like I always been reserved because I always felt like when I say something, it's a chance that I gotta see somebody. I have to see this person. I have to, I have to address this issue. So you start to pick your battles wisely. As I got older, I started to pick them wise. I still picked them, but they were just wise. So like, I kind of conditioned myself to like, yeah, I might be pissed off at this person, but I ain't going to, air them out or say this about this person. Or I might feel like you made this move, I don't like it. Until I'm ready to address it, I ain't gonna speak on it. I'm gonna just hold it in myself, and because sometimes things play out. Like it's emotional sometimes too. You might feel one way on Monday, but I feel different on Thursday. But because I said what I said on Monday, Thursday seems odd now because you feel away because I didn't say X, Y, Z. Yeah. So I always feel like it's okay to hold it in, and we have a conversation about people or whatever can be not. And I might tell you my thoughts there, but those be thoughts I thought last week. I just don't say it because I feel like it ain't my place to say sometimes. Yeah. Or I'm picking my battles. I don't want that battle. Now, if somebody bother me, or they say something about me, or we having that kind of dialogue, then I might just let loose. Which is why it's always easy for me, like when I go back and forth with somebody, to get the upper hand because most time I'm holding a lot of stuff in anyway. People say I say wild stuff on Facebook, or that ain't nothing to what I want to say half the time, So
tell me something crazy that you've wanted to say that you haven't said. It ain't got to be now to where somebody said something relevant, but in the past. What's something that you held back at a certain point that you wish you would have said?
Something I held back that I wish I would have said?
Yeah. Like they deserved it, but you still was the bigger man about it.
If that's gonna be something, probably be with a woman because it's not gonna be no man. I'm not being reserved with no man, but probably with a woman. I probably just because I don't want to hurt my feelings. Like I think people in general. I don't want to say women. People in general sometimes hype themselves up or create this narrative in their mind that they are better than what they actually are, or they're whether smarter, whether stronger, whether it's a good person. People think they're good people sometimes. And so, like I've held back by like not really reading somebody and being like, you're not the person you think you are.
Yeah.
Here's why. You know, like, cause that can really break you down. I've done it before too, and I've people have had to like be away from me for a little while. Like, I don't know who you are right
They
now.
didn't like the feedback.
It get different. Like when somebody really telling you people like look in the mirror, but they selectively look. Like, so they might look in the mirror and look at the top, not the bottom, or they might look in the mirror and just like for a little while and then leave. But when somebody like really putting you in front of a mirror for like top head to toe and telling you all about yourself, all your flaws, whatever, it probably feel a little different. Especially somebody that know you. So I feel like, in the past, that's probably something I've done. I probably didn't read somebody the way they might have been asking for it, but I knew they weren't ready for it. And then I had where I did do it. And I be feeling, I don't feel bad, but I feel like when they tell me how they felt in that moment,
Yeah.
I be forgetting that I said half the stuff I said, I was like, damn, I told you that.
Hey, sometimes the truth hurts.
Yeah. But
You looking in the mirror every day?
I got my days. But I have to wash my face. So yes, but it's selective. So I might look in for a little while and then go on my day. So, but me looking in the mirror is not in the sense of literal. I mean, for me, it's like I look at my mistakes. I think my mistakes every day. Sometimes I get upset by some mistakes I made because I know life could be different right now. So
You say that. I avoided the mirror itself because of that. And then I started looking at life that way. Looking at myself versus like in the mirror. And I'm just now getting back to looking at myself in the mirror regularly, for real. Mm-hmm. It feels weird. It is it's a honest moment if you give it.
that's the beauty of starting a day. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to wake up and go to the bathroom and get right.
Yeah.
But that process, you look in the mirror.
Yeah.
So you should start your day out with like, you think about your day and how much mistakes or things you do in the day that you probably shouldn't do, right? But if you start the day off and you look at like the stuff in the mirror for real, wash your face, you clean yourself, brush your teeth, whatever, but you're looking at the person that you've grown to be, I feel like you should have a good day. Somewhat of a mistake-free, intentionally mistake-free day.
Yeah.
But a lot of times we go through the day and we don't do that. We avoid all that stuff so we can make these mistakes. We can do these bad choices. We can make these bad decisions and be okay with it. But in the morning, you look at yourself in the mirror, you wash your face, you get ready for the day. You're supposed to be able to look at yourself and be like, okay, look, we're gonna get right today.
Yeah.
That should be your morning motivation, you going from there. But everybody different though.
Yeah.
But I'm sure like you, like me, you made enough mistakes in life where when you look in the mirror, you kind of see them.
Yeah. Hell
Like
yeah.
you look at even your body parts. Like I might look at like me. I've always been small, but I'm bigger, right? So I'm looking like, damn, because I'm not moving as much. Maybe then I think about why I'm not moving as much.
Motherfucker, 200 pounds.
I'm 225.
God damn.
About I
Almost 100 pounds on me, man.
But I originally always my life been 170, 175 at max.
Wow.
At max.
I want to see it one day.
I always thought the same thing too, but and I'm cool with it. I'm happy with myself. I'm not insecure about nothing, but I know where it came from, and I know that during that time, like what I feel like I see each pound.
You see it.
I'm speaking figuratively.
Talking like women.
No.
You're talking like a woman.
Maybe if you mean like women being transparent, yeah.
Yeah, they be. You see these pounds on this
but
dress?
they talking from
Be fine as hell in a dress, bro. Be talking about certain little flaws. What the fuck?
But they talking from an insecure standpoint. I'm talking from a standpoint of like a makeup bill. Like I just see like, okay, that mistake you made, that's why you're not just right here right now. That's 10 pounds.
Yeah.
Or that depression state because this happened, that's 10 pounds. Or, you feeling sorry for yourself doing this, that's 10 pounds. Or, it's like you can see the weight you put on yourself just from the decisions you make.
Yeah. And you be eating all steaks and shit and not moving like that. You don't be working out.
I don't. I do be eating, yeah.
That'll put some pounds
I mean, after a while, that's what it was. But yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't start that way. I always eat steaks. I've always been eating steaks.
Yeah.
So it can't be the steaks. It's the movement. But I did, movement is different places. Right now, I don't have to move a lot. I don't have to move at all.
Yeah. So what's something, do you have any particular goals or like a person in mind that's big for you this year?
A person?
Yeah, person, idea, your goal for the podcast, for the episode, for you and your space.
Nah, I think last year was a good year, but I never wanted to. I'm not guest driven. Like I like to get good guests on. I like to get good story, but they don't have to be known or they don't. Not saying that's what you asked me, but I know sometimes people seen that I had some stars on last year. They like, oh, who this year? Whoever I feel like is a good conversation. It's not about a particular person or a guest. It's just about getting people's story out and still painting a picture of the city. So whoever it is, however that looks.
Well, I say that only because even if it isn't a star, you paint them pretty well enough to make them actual stars on your platform podcast. So I know you tell there's a bunch of stories that aren't just superstars. It ain't just about this year, but I know you have some good conversations. I'm excited to see what you put together this year.
Yeah, I'm hoping that
you're gonna let it flow though.
What?
You're just gonna go with the flow with it and figure out what comes.
Yeah, I mean, they say if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
But I do want to transcend in a sense. So like, I'm big on like quality over quantity. So if it came down to me doing one episode a month, I'll do it. But I just make sure the quality is there.
Yeah.
I don't rush. I used to, be like, damn, who am I gonna get this week on? Hey, let's do it. I gotta drop on Monday. Now it's just like, before I do that, I'll just go get an old episode and put it out.
You say that. That's how I feel like the end of my year last year was.
What? Just grabbing anybody?
Not saying I'm grabbing anybody. I'm trying to make the most of whoever is wanting to come on. That makes sense?
That makes sense when you're first starting out. But I think if you're looking for quality, that's when I like, for me, that's when you start to branch out and do your own thing. So even me doing my thinking out loud, I always been doing that, technically speaking. It just wasn't called that before. But I would just tell stories. So I would tell you a story in grave detail from start to finish. It might take an hour and some change. Now, granted, if I tell you this story, I can tell you a story right now in a minute. But I chose to make it an hour.
Yeah.
By telling you detail, adding entertainment, telling you sidebars, entering the character, pause. This character's background, just make it entertaining. I said that to say, I did that because I didn't want to just have to meet a quota for a week to come out and then like, oh, won't you come on? I'm gonna just do it myself, and I'm gonna learn how to poise myself, how to tell a story in grave detail with in a timely manner and entertain even just myself, because I don't want to rely on other people. I can also paint the city because I live here.
Yeah.
I'm a part of Augusta because I'm somebody who's not from here but lived here and went to school here and built relationships here. So I'm a part of the city as well, as opposed to somebody who's been living here all their life and did well or didn't do well, whatever. So
true.
But yeah,
you the man. That's all I'm saying.
I try.
You keep doing your thing. That's all I know. I keep just seeing how it don't matter who it is, you still project this production that comes out to be a great conversation. And to me, that's why I look up to you. So, I mean, that ain't all why. We friends in general.
Yeah.
But podcast-wise, yeah, I definitely see how this relationship with you has influenced my conversations. And, I see, this year, I want to focus on tattoo artists, chefs.
I got somebody for you that I think that'd be good. I don't think she's scared to do it, but you mentioned tattoo artists. I feel like that's good, but I feel like you gotta think, not you, but people gotta think. Like, you either gotta have a guy that people like to go to. Not he gotta be popular, just somebody like to go to, or a woman that's pretty, obviously.
Yeah,
that's always peeling the eyes. But I feel like what the question to ask in that realm. You had a good idea. I'm gonna say it because it's you had a good idea about getting a tattoo while recording. I thought that was dope.
Yeah.
Let me know when you do that. I'll mic you up, mic her up, or him up, whoever getting a tattoo. Y'all speak. We do it. I just think those are good ideas that people aren't really doing.
So here's the idea. Hands down, it's going to be budgeted episodes because I want to pay the tattoo artists that do come. I want to try and coordinate a couple of them to actually do every episode that way. And I'm going to get my back pieces done. It's pretty much just quotes. So it's going to be simple for them, not hard, and allow multiple artists to, as long as I spell it right, it ain't got to be no issues. But I want to do every episode that way. There is one guy who I'm going to have on next week, Keehy Sampson. that I will have back on to do that. He's not going to do it this time. We're just going to talk first. And but yeah, I want to do that everyone. So if you want to do it, yeah, I'd love to help. But I got to figure out how to set it up. If there's ins and outs of where who. What.
I got a question for you.
What?
How do you handle, or how will you handle, or do you handle social media issues? Like being in the podcast space, and you're also a comedian as well. So being in both of them lanes, or being in two lanes.
Yeah.
And it's an issue, but it's like a social media issue. So to speak, like it's a problem with social media. Do you just ignore it? Do you call and be like, hey, what's going on? Do you try to communicate, or do you just sit back and be like, let it play out? It's not a big deal.
I try to be respectful first if I know the individuals. That's first and foremost, because who I am. If I know you and we're associates, even if it's just associates, we're not necessarily friends. It don't matter. I want you to. I'm gonna give that respect to you if we're in the same field or if it's relevant for me too. If it ain't and it ain't directed to me, I'm gonna ignore it. That's to me because I'm gonna get. I don't know if I'm ready to handle that shit. If I'm honest.
Handle what?
I don't know if I'm professional enough to address issues. Yeah. I ain't no thug. I ain't got no gun or nothing, but I will get pissed off and want to fight. You know what I mean?
But why? Why you want to fight?
I would definitely think it's just my rebellious ways of who I am and my character. And if I indulge myself, it's gonna work me up. So if it don't bother me and it ain't in tune with it, don't like direct it towards me, I'm just gonna leave it alone. I ain't gonna try and stir no pot. But if it's like, that's the fucked up thing too, is I like to stir pots.
Well, I said because you're a podcast, they think we stir our pots all the time. They think
I
we do.
like to though, if it's not about me.
But then when you do that, you make it about you, because I'm glad you said that, because you being a podcast, how many times, and you gotta say names like that, but how many times have you stirred the pot? Somebody else said something, but somebody got mad at you. Then not because you started a pot, just because it's your show, or because Tommy, or
yeah,
it's like that nigga said. Now you can't say that, but that guy said that about you. Like, why you mad at me for?
Play up, check yourself. That's all I'm saying.
I just asked a question, motherfucker.
Hey, it happens a lot. It happens day to day. I fuck with people all the time outside of podcasts.
Yeah,
and to me, I don't know. It depends on how the other person is reacting. If it like, all right, for instance, like I had one dude get kind of pissed off about something that was said, and all right, fine. You want to be, what is it? I wouldn't say he's being a bitch about it, but he's being immature about it, responsive. I just unfollow you. I'm not going, you still going to see everything I do on social media, but I ain't seeing your shit at all. So I don't give a fuck about you no more. And if nobody tells me anything you saying about me, I don't give a fuck. To me, this is my piece. You just go do your negativity over there. That's the one thing I have learned of, like, I have to separate myself from that type of, I ain't gonna say interaction, but like, it ain't my responsibility to fix.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna sit and indulge myself. But if I do, I'm gonna get pissed off. I'm gonna get worked up and ready to fuck a fight. And I might not win, but that's what I'm gonna give.
I was gonna ask you, do you think you're gonna win a fight? But
sometimes, most times, no. I don't have a win ratio. I'm not Floyd Mayweather, but I can read better than him.
It's debatable.
I know what. No, I don't.
Yeah,
I was going to try a word. I thought I could say the government won again, but I couldn't say it. I got stumbled.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. So what you think, man, about the all I see on my feed, on my social media while we talking about that, is the ICE and the
no comment.
Some Somalian fraud.
I don't know nothing about it.
You don't know for real?
I mean, I've seen it, but I haven't done any research on what they do. I don't
either, but I did watch a video today of a older. Am I right by saying this is Somali?
I don't know.
Don't fuck me up here.
I'm dead ass. I don't know.
I ain't looked since I've been talking about it earlier. But I watched the older lady she has a translator next to her, and she's like discussing her charges because they trying to commit like fraud and whatnot. And they come to find out, like, this lady, you work for a company, they give you an extra check. You gonna give it back? If you done everything right, everything's set up the way you're supposed to have it, and it's their fuck up, you gonna give them their money back?
Nah.
No. So she had went through all these processes and procedures and paperwork and established, she's explaining this through this conversation, through this translator. And she has all this proof that proves it. And it's like an extensive video. It's the government's fault they paid her. In general, if it is fraud going on through this like narrative they're preaching, this lady particularly in this conversation seemed like she had everything. The lawyers had her back. And like, it's the government's fuck up. Man, why is it so hard for people to acknowledge when they fuck up is what I'm curious about. The social media shit of like, I see all this ICE stuff going on where people are fucking up and they keep detaining actual citizens and stuff like that. So it's, I don't know, man. Where you think we going? Where you think this pointing finger shit gonna keep portraying to?
I don't know about that, but I do know you said a good point I wanted to touch on. I was going to ask you that actually, so that's a perfect segue to talk about. But I was going to ask you, like, is there anything you've done, like, just since you've been in the podcast and stuff, like, where you felt like maybe it was your fault, and in real time you still felt like you was right, but looking back on it now, you feel like maybe I wasn't as right as I thought I was back then, or do you feel like everything you've done kind of been on the up and up? And that's anything. It could be in episode, outside episode, certain guests, whatever the case be.
I feel like I've been on the up and up. I feel like I have actually, what's that fucking syndrome or
down?
Nah. That's my aunt's.
Chill.
Fuck, what's it called? Imposter syndrome.
Oh boy.
I say that and like, oh boy, I feel like I've had my best behavior. If that makes sense, like it's style of imposter syndrome, where the more the year went on, the more I like tried to put on my best behavior, my best version. I didn't necessarily give core me out to the camera.
I got you.
Does that make sense?
Because yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think no. I mean, I don't know. I can't say answer wrong because I don't know what you feel like you did wrong or right. You know, I don't know.
I don't feel like I did nothing wrong last year. I do think that I did one episode wrong. That I ain't gonna say I did wrong. Shout out to Pudgy, Pudgy the handicap. That's that episode I didn't get to actually talk about what happened to him. We bullshitted too much, and it became too. He had to go back to Colombia, and I didn't get to dive into him getting shot and losing his family and whatnot. But it was still a good episode. I don't feel like it was bad. You know, I didn't do anything wrong. I just didn't accomplish the goal. If that makes sense. That's one episode I didn't feel like I did my job on. I don't know. I also I got to have the butterflies, the girls program or whatnot that I had on the ladies. I thought that was interesting to have that conversation, and I had Q on talking about certain stuff around Augusta and Aiken. I don't know. I've had a bunch that it was just I didn't expect it to be such a engaging conversation that I don't see myself as doing anything wrong. Do you feel like I've done something wrong this year? Or do you feel like I could have improved on certain aspects? When
I was saying wrong, I'm just saying like anything I don't think you've done this, but when I said wrong, I'm thinking about like your reaction to something, or maybe the role you might have played in something, whether it be negative or positive, whatever. You just feel like, nah, I shouldn't have did this. You know, I'll give you an example. Like I ain't gonna say wrong, but a while back I did an episode of a girl named Randy.
I remember.
And cause
it is.
She in jail, so free Randy. But
hey, free Randy.
You should write and give us some money. But yeah, I did an episode with her, and within the episode, she talked about a particular person, who bartended, and he did podcasts too for the most part. Cooks. I don't want to say his name.
Damn, I was about to do it, but like Brandon. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, Brandon Cooks.
I know.
And we had a back and forth for a minute, not back and forth, but he went live and kind of. I don't like people tagging my name to stuff when it's negative, because I feel like just don't tag me. Just do what you handle your business with her. That's fine, but don't tag me in it.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's on my podcast or not. Don't tag. Oh, talk to me first and tag me in it, right? And so then I responded. I waited. I wasn't going to, but then when things didn't happen how it's supposed to happen, then I responded because I felt like he was talking kind of crazy. In real time, I don't feel like I was wrong in my approach or response. And I don't think nothing I did was necessarily wrong. But today, when I think about how I do journalism, how I do my podcast and stuff, sometimes I find myself, I called somebody one day and was like, hey, such and such said this about you in the episode. I'm just letting you know, right? Instantly when I got the phone, I thought about Brandon. Now, granted, me and him not friends. We not now. We weren't then.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like I needed to call. But when I called this one person when something happened on the podcast, I thought about it. I said, you know what? This is what he wanted. This is all he wanted, really. Like,
He wanted you to call him.
just be like,
Give you a heads up.
heads up. You was spoken about.
But it'll go sour if you do it too. I had done the same thing. And
That's why I asked you. That's why I asked you. It could.
You got fuckers in that panic.
It could. However, I wouldn't change what happened. But all I'm saying is today, I'm looking at it, I'm like, I can see where he would have felt some kind of way where it's like it's warranted. Granted, I'm not saying that means you can go tag me the next day and act like I did something to you, because she just did. I asked her one question. She wanted to talk 10 minutes. You know how that go, you podcast.
Yeah.
But I can see it because I recently had somebody on who was talking about something very, very serious. This is my death is involved. Somebody got killed. You know what I'm saying? And there's a friend of mine that was there, and he wasn't talked about in the best light. I never knew all that part, because we don't talk about murders. You know about it, but you don't talk about it. And I was like, damn. I felt bad. I know he watched the show. If he watched it, and somebody called and said, "You saying such about you?" He like, what podcast she was on? Oh, one of the masters. Man, that's my dog. Why he ain't called me? And I was like, okay, I think about the Cooks. Like, I kind of see what he wanted, but I don't feel like we was there on that level. So when I say doing something wrong, I mean like that. Like, in real time, I thought I was right. Today, I feel like I'm kind of right, but I can see where he felt away. Like, damn, bro, like, why you? I just could see it, because if it happened, if somebody was you, I would tell you.
Well, see, that's the thing. The difference between what, like you're coming from a podcast side, right? Yeah. Let's just use it as all right, I'm gonna say joke stealing. Joke stealing happens.
Be careful.
It happens. It isn't always have to come from an accusation conversation. It can be a miscommunication of opinions, of approach. Is that the right way to say that? Like, you could have the same kind of joke that somebody else has and just have to have that conversation with the other person to establish, oh, this ain't the same joke. I'm not stealing it from you, or it's got different, guts than what yours has got, yada yada. But when I don't know, when the podcast and stuff, it isn't as, I think the comedians are more persecuting of me than the podcast space, because it's like I'm representing as a podcaster for the comedians.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm not doing my job, but it's at the same time sometimes I'm just soaking up the conversation and just placating to the conversation.
See, but that's where it get tricky, because even with my situation, I feel like you could ask questions, but people feel like when you ask a question, you being messy because you in the know.
Yeah.
But it's also like, why wouldn't I ask that question? Because I might know. That's like me asking you, hey, yo, Tommy, where were you at when you were 17? I might already know where you was at when you were 17. You know what I'm saying? We had conversations.
What was that?
I'm not going to put the bit. That's not important. It's not important where you was at. You get what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, 16, 17, 18, one of them years you was I know somewhere you was at one of them years, niggas. That's all that matter, right? But what I'm saying is the viewer don't know.
Yeah.
So I might ask the question, because not to stir the pot per se, but because I'm like, let's put this in perspective, because somebody watching don't understand the stuff we're saying. So they might understand why a lot of people gravitate towards you. I don't expect you to tell this story every time you're on the microphone, or every time you're in front of a camera. But I know that when we sat down, like, okay, well, let's dig this. Some of the stories you told me that we sat down, I already knew, because either I heard it or you said it in passing somehow, some way. So I'm like, let me see if I can get out of them. You say it. But the viewer now is like, oh, wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, it's my job to get it out there. You know what I'm saying? And so when you ask them questions, it's your job to get out there. However, because you're a comedian, it also puts you in a space like you feel that way, or you're talking about me somewhere, because in their mind, they like, well, how do you know this? Or why you gonna say this to me?
It's like this. It's like you pissed off about Slim not doing podcast stuff regularly. Just like how you comment, right? That, let's say that's real emotion. And I can see you talking that way. If I just piggyback on that, that's not me fucking doing nothing wrong.
Yes, it is. No, it's not, but it is. Like, it's not.
I don't feel like it is.
It's not in the grand scheme of like, that's a good question to ask. Yes. Cool,
Right.
cool. How I respond is gonna make it's gonna make that a good or bad thing. If I start responding, I go crazy like, nah, cause he a bitch. Da, 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 da. Now it's a bad thing, cause like, why'd you do that?
Well,
if I respond in a certain way and I'm like, oh yeah, man, he gotta just, and it's all nice, it's cool. So when you ask certain questions, like, I'm just going back to initially what something that happened last year, whatever. Like, it just depends on how the people respond. If you could, whatever you ask, however you ask the question, pose the question, give them the alley-oop, whatever you did. If they just take the ball and just hold it, it's no harm, no foul. If they take the ball
and pass it,
it's no harm, no foul. But if they grab that motherfucker and dunk it, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, did you see that play? Did you see Tommy pass the ball to that guy? You know what I'm saying? That's how it looks. And so, and people are like, what the fuck you talking about? But that's what I'm saying. Like, it just like,
that's what happened.
People's response, it's what amplifies it, you know?
Shit, I got your camera.
Nah, yeah, so it's the people response that amplifies it. So sometimes the question, so when I said,
well, maybe,
such and such, she went on for 10 minutes and just broke it down, I feel like her breaking it down made it 10 times better because
she gave more context.
No, because she left no crumbs.
Yeah.
She broke everything from her perspective, mind you.
Yeah.
I think what he wanted was to come and give his perspective, but I was like, that's not what I do. My guess, you have to have something going on. Like, you can't just come on to respond to somebody.
Yeah.
You can always come respond, but what you got going on that I want to talk about. Because it can't be bartending. It can't be, it got to be something for real. Now, like this year, yes, but I guess, I'm thinking about maybe getting him on and getting his real full story. Cause I do know he had a lot going on last year, and I'm thinking about it, because I'm like, damn, maybe we can kind of. I don't be want issues, but I don't care about them. But I'm one. I've seen Brendan plenty of times. Like,
but you're a great guy. You'll recognize when somebody is doing something, even if you don't care for him. You great supporter.
Yeah.
You're a good.
But I also will slap shit out my pastor too. I don't care.
I don't believe it. I believe it. I mean,
but. I try not to. I don't like that's. We 30 plus now. Me, if I put my hands on somebody or we do something physical happen, to me I look lame. Like, even like going back and forth with a rapper. That's to me.
Oh, you right.
That's a shame. I feel ashamed. I feel ashamed going back and forth with a rapper.
So why am I such a bitch and I can't get past that?
Who, you?
Yeah.
But what?
Like, cause I feel that. As a 35-year-old about to be
man.
I
ain't trying to touch nobody.
It feels so stupid now. But at the same time, I feel like looking at it objectively, like you're saying, I'm a bitch for feeling that way. But I get that way sometimes. Where I could give two fucks and I want to fight.
You gotta control your emotion. Like, I'm never gonna get that mad. You have to really disrespect me in my face for me to get upset or say something out the way. But like, words don't hurt me.
Don't come to my job.
Well, not. I mean, that's
don't come.
That's a law. I don't think that should be a law. I think going to my job is kind of crazy because.
No, I'm saying like people like my job is like not like everybody else's job.
Oh, you mean don't come to your job?
Yeah, like that type of job.
At work,
you gonna fucking.
I'm never getting mad at work. A job can never make me mad.
That's what get me. I told you I've been slapped before at work by an old white man that probably crazy and
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for still being employed there. I would not be.
The only thing I should have done was ask for a part of his check every week. That's the one thing idea got brought to my attention I should have fucking did. But I ain't mad at it. I was a bigger man. That's the one time that's
debatable.
What? Well, I wasn't a bigger man. You're right. I wasn't a bigger man. He was definitely bigger. But that is one of the times that I was mature and didn't react.
Well, was that mature or you just didn't want to fight?
I don't know what looking back on it, I just knew.
Were you scared to fight him? Just be honest.
No. I just knew I was going to lose everything. That's the one thing I remember in my head.
I got you.
Like, this is right now. I don't have a backup. It's my kids.
Exactly.
I'm not doing.
And that's why I said like when even with going like going back and forth with somebody, like I would rather just have peace. We ain't gotta be cool. We could walk like remember I said it's full circle relationships. It could be a friend, a foe, whatever. If we walk away peaceful, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
You done, I'm done. We ain't gotta speak. That's fine. but we ain't gotta have issues, because having issues gonna cause other things, you know.
Yep.
And I got kids, I got family, I gotta take care of it. You know, this, that, and third. You as well. It's like nobody want to have issues, you know. If you don't have to, I'm gonna do what I gotta do to protect and, you know, my respect and my name. But you know, you don't want to beat nobody up if you don't have to, or you don't put your hands on nobody if you don't have to, because you fight, you go to jail. You can go to jail for fighting.
Yeah, that's
It's not like we 12, 13 where we could fight and just go about our day. We fight and somebody call cops and we still there. We're going to jail.
Yeah, and that's I think it's more of like, for me, I'm comfortable in those areas, even though I may not win every fight. I'm comfortable, or I've been comfortable in jail. I've been comfortable in those intense environments, to where I don't mind being there. And it's still that I think I'm going through a maturity phase where I'm trying to figure out what's worth it anymore, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. It's playing to the podcast. I think that I see that I need to have more value and not just placate to the comedy, because I think the conversations are like this. Even tonight, even though I'm drinking and we're having a good time, I think this is a really good conversation and it's going to be impactful, at least to somebody. And I think that's, I don't know, people, I don't know. I'm your bro, but for the podcast, you have made a friend out of me, whether we recording together or fucking you need me on a regular day. You know what I mean? And to me, I try to not walk in your footsteps, but learn from you as much as I can. And I really am grateful for you in the relationship we have built, and all that you have. Even like right now, you still teaching me through this episode. You know, I see what you're doing.
We try.
You know, so
each one teach one. You know.
Yeah.
But I think even like, so you look at it as me teaching you because we talking a certain way, but I feel like also you meet people for certain reasons too, because as I'm talking to you, as I'm talking to you sometimes, I might be teaching you, but in my, like, to me, I'm also need to be talking to myself sometimes. Like, I'm telling you do things that I don't do.
Yeah.
I'm saying, oh, read this. I haven't read a book all year this year. Probably maybe, well, except to my daughter, you know, but I'm a real book for me. So it's like, well, I need to do the same thing. You know, I need to do that. Sometimes like being somebody look up to is a good thing too, because it kind of causes you or forces you to walk in purpose. You know, walk with purpose. You know.
Who said I look up to you? We the same age.
I got
you
kids.
The same height.
I got kids. I'm talking about my kids. You know, not you.
Yeah.
I got kids. I got employees. You know, I got people that's older than me that look up or younger.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
so.
No, I do. I think you're a great role model. I think your drive. I think that is one thing I admire too. Is what I don't think you realize how much just the consistency and your impact is based on your drive. The drive you gives so much impact of more motivation to others. Mm-hmm. I don't think people give the same quality as you, but you see the ripples. We definitely know there are people out there trying to do the same thing you do all the time. And I know you don't look at it as any kind of competition, or it's not like, you know, you're just doing your thing.
Yeah.
And like that, to me, getting to know you, being able to, like, you teach me and help me get my ropes in and just in general spread my wings and do my own thing. Like, to me, having someone as a mentor, so to speak, that I can see that quality and not just be arrogant or like displacive of my emotions about my direction. To me, I appreciate it. And I don't think a lot of people get that, you know? So I'm grateful for you, man, again, for another year. So what, we done known each other for 2 years now?
Yeah, 2023.
That's 3 years.
No, it's the end of 2023.
End of 2020. I don't keep up with dates.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you good with numbers. I ain't.
Well, you know, I tell the story to everybody else that, Tommy. It kind of always, I pin it, how I start the story off is like, I met Tommy around the time that was the last day I seen my dad. So I always go back to Black the Handicap comedian. That day was the last day I saw my dad. I came straight from Charleston to come.
Remember.
And so I always tell a story. I said, that's how. And then I said, he, you know, liking my stuff a while. I didn't know who he was, but he was liking it. And then he messaged me one day, and I said, I just was like, just come kick it with me and Juan. we recording. And I said from that day on, he said he came with a notepad and everything. He was ready. And I said from that day on, we've been quick like that. You know, it was just that simple.
Yeah, same for me. I met Black the Handicap told me about you. I mean, obviously I knew about you, but like you went on and whatnot and done him and he told me how cool you was and how easy to talk to you were. So I figured, fuck, I'm gonna reach out.
Yeah,
and it just was ever since then.
That, you know what, and that's dope for us. But one thing I don't like, and maybe you tell me if you like this as a podcast, is like I hate when I do a particular person who was in a particular field, and then like everybody from that field hit me up and be like, yo, I want to get with you. It's like, bro, I just did somebody in your field.
Yeah.
I'm not coming back to this field for another 4 months.
Well, you told me to get what I could get, and advice-wise. And that was the hard thing last year for me, was that right there, was trying to coordinate how many artists, how many rappers, or what type of music field I was going to placate into the podcast.
But not to point you, I'm sorry. But it's just, I think for me, because you might be different in this sense, but for me, I be caring more about the story.
Yeah.
So I just did Kimmy Got Bars. I've been following Kimmy for a minute, like rap-wise and all that stuff. I liked her story. And you know I liked it because when I messed it up, I joined North Carolina and did it again.
Yeah.
Right? I knew the story was going to be good. It's the music she makes is her music. That's her. Whatever she do music-wise, that's her. She can rap, she talented, but that's her. When I want people to listen to the story and listen to it like, damn, let me go check her music out now. Like, I don't want you to come on a podcast and sell your music. I want you to come on a podcast and tell me your story. And hopefully your story can sell your music.
Yeah.
You know? But the reason why I say, like, don't do the artist thing, because some artists going to ask me to come on, I don't know them at all. I knew enough about Cammy. I did go to school with her husband.
Oh, you did?
They got killed.
Yeah.
You know, God bless her dead.
Yeah.
I did go to school with her. I didn't know that my friend was there when her husband got killed. I didn't know that.
Oh,
I didn't know to what extent. I didn't know he could be me and him be our friends, and we talked. Didn't know to what extent. I did know he got a lot of blame for that. I didn't know to what extent. I did know that she didn't grow up with Silver Spoon. Didn't know to what extent. So when the first time, I had to change that the second time too, but the first time we did, like, I learned more. Mind you, the second time when she talked about the friend, that wasn't there the first time. So that was something brand new.
Yeah.
That was some new stuff that she had said nothing. I mean, I could tell she wasn't really, feeling like that, but that second time was like, once again, you get comfortable. Be in a hotel room, I got a big suite, big room, and she just comfortable. It's warm, it's not late night. It's just,
Yeah.
So it's like, now I was in there with somebody else now, but I'm saying
if it is, you set the tone is all I'm saying.
No. So it was me and somebody else, but I'm saying she's sitting, and she knew that person, so they knew each other. It's all good. But what I'm saying is, like, it's just like, it felt home. It felt like we do. It feel home. We chilling. We just vibing. I was like, oh, let's just keep talking, And I say that to say, though, when it comes to rapper, like, everybody not gonna be able to give me what Cammy gave me. But if you know me enough to know that I'm searching for that in everybody.
Yeah.
And so it's not about your music. It ain't about your following. It's about, not only can I get your story, but how well can you answer these questions I'm gonna ask you? Because when you did it, I'm going to dig.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
I'm gonna ask you why 5 times to get to the real reason to why, and then when you get the real reason why, I want to ask you why again.
Yeah.
And you gotta be okay with explaining that, but also still be kind of entertaining. Still sell yourself a little bit. Know enough about your life. We block a lot of life out. I feel like I know you probably have. Maybe it's probably things open up now, but I know for me, definitely for me, moving here and all that stuff I went through, I blocked a lot of stuff out. So I don't have to talk about it, talk around it. It's a blur. And sometimes when memories do come, I'm like, damn, I forgot that happened. Oh, damn, I forgot I did that. I forgot, because you block it out.
Yeah.
And so if I didn't do what I did now, I wouldn't ever think about that stuff. But I'd be thinking, like, what if I sat down with somebody like me at some point in my life? What if I sat down with somebody just like me and they asked me these questions, like, how am I answer it?
Yeah.
So I gotta know.
Let me ask you, what was the most intriguing bit of information from the episode that connected to you that was...
What, Cammy's?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it was about my friend.
What was it?
About my friend.
To me, there was 6 months after marriage was crazy.
That's my friend.
Yeah.
I mean, oh no, it's the 6 months, yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought that it was because I never knew why he felt like people blamed him until she told the story. I don't even know if that has ever been told before in real life before. I mean, I remember when it happened because I lived there. I go to Waffle House all the time. I remember when it happened and everything. I just never knew. I always thought this. This is what I always thought. I always thought, because I knew him.
Yeah.
I always thought he just running his mouth and he ran his mouth to the wrong person. That's what I thought. Because if you knew him, that's what he was. That's how he was. So to hear that he pretty much did the total opposite, and my friend I was like, damn, that's a lot. But then I also could see the survivor remorse, because my friend, he changed his life around. He married now. He had 2 more kids. He not in the streets no more. He changed his life.
That's a hard
It's
thing.
my guy. And it was hard even in real time hearing, like watching her say it, because I just never knew. I never knew. So that was a lot. But I called him out and we spoke. I can say it now. Hope he don't mind. But he was like, man, you my friend, but I fuck with you. Like, your heart pure. I know you're not. I said, if you want, I'm gonna put a clip out if you want. But before she gets, because she explained what happened before she explained him. I started to just fade to black. He was like, bro, put the whole thing out. I don't care. He said, put it out. He said, it might make you go up. Who knows? He's like, I don't mind. I said, I know your heart pure. I know you're not, doing it to be bashful. He said, you called me, bro. Like, we good. And, that was that. But
that was a tough conversation to have with her.
let me tell you, did you know what the hardest part was? Like, I thought she wasn't going to want to do it. Because remember, the first time she did, well, you remember, the first time she did it pretty.
You just feel me in saying you was going up to Fayetteville for a second run.
Yeah, but the first time she did it, and she mentioned that part about her husband being killed, she said it, a cool one through. It was kind of shorter, but like 2-minute story. The same story to a T.
Yeah.
But the second time she told it, it's almost like she didn't want to say it at first. Because then I asked her, I was like, what kind of walked me through that day? She talked for like 2 minutes. I thought she'd get into it. She didn't get to it. And then when I said walk me through that day, she was like, let me get a rundown. But this time I could see her eyes kind of get a watery talking about it. Mm-hmm. The first time she said it straight through. Mind you, it was 10 a.m. It was 10 p.m. I had just came from doing a podcast at the Radiques one. I was working that weekend, which I probably messed this episode up. But long story short, the second time was more emotional, and it was quiet in the room. It's just us. And I'm just being quiet. It's a beauty to being quiet when you're doing a podcast. That quietness is like that get the eyes watering a little bit. That get the heart beating, because it's like I'm on your side. I'm on this side right now. And you asking the question. I might be like, hey, ask me something different now. Like, I'm trying to get off this. But then I might hit you with like, how that made you feel? And now it's like, fuck you, nigga. Like, because now it's real emotion.
It ain't like that for me. I'm not saying that.
What?
No, I'm just fucking.
Oh, the nigga part? Yeah, I know. Yeah, you might say it in your mind. Who knows? But no. I know. I trust you. But yeah, man, it's tough having the emotional part of the podcast and stuff. It's definitely tough, but I love it. I love being able to bring that out, because I'm sure you had this before, but like, people after it was, and I could tell people at the interview, because they start putting their own clips out, which I don't like, by the way. But
you don't like it when they do that?
Nah, because the quality is always different.
But isn't it like what's that phrase? All promotion is good promotion.
Yeah, but I mean, I get paid for my page too, so I want my money. I already didn't charge for the interview.
I ain't getting my money yet, man.
Yeah, but it's not nothing crazy. It's just something. But still, the fact that the point I'm making is like, your clip's gonna be clear. So if I screen record it, I'm getting a lesser version. Just tell me what you want. I'll put it out.
Yeah, holla at me. Tell me what you want. Yeah.
Yeah, or collaborate with me so I can get my bread too. But no. It's good when they are so eager and they wanna get their own clips, because that means you.
How do you establish that kind of relationship though in conversation? Like, cause I definitely try to. Hey, I'm gonna send you 30 clips, along with your episodes. Feel free to share any of these, and it'll be
I'm not doing that.
But I'm saying I'll still get a screenshot, and it's like I sent you 30. Why didn't you pick one?
But you know, sometimes the AI joints don't be what you want. You want a specific
I agree,
part. So.
but still, I done the work for you to, like, you know what I'm saying, give us the best promotion, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. I get what you're saying.
I used to tell people, like, if you want a clip, just let me know. I'll send it to you. I used to say that, but you know, that now I will say sometimes I'm cool with them doing it because it's some episodes where I don't feel the need to post but one clip from it. I'm just not moved enough sometimes.
I haven't seen too many 5-minute and 10-minute little mini videos out of them anymore from you.
What you mean?
The first year you was doing like these little 3-minute, 5-minute.
Well, I stopped doing
clips.
that because reels and stuff. The attention span is as short as I try to do 90 seconds if I can. If I'm doing long form, I'm gonna do 15 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. But now with the live thing I got in StreamYard, I'll put it there. The downside to that is after 30 days, it's gonna take it off. So I only got 30 days to make that money. But you know, I'm cool with that. It don't bother me. I'll put the same episode out. I'm gonna start putting stuff that I put out before out again. So it don't bother me. I'm gonna drop the Leon interview again.
That's cool that it allows you to do that.
We're gonna keep doing it. Like I don't see the point in stopping. You know, we're gonna do that. And I think we did Cammy's on the 4th or something like that. I don't know. That one episode. What's it? The 22nd,
23rd.
I ain't did episode in like 2 weeks. Nobody would know.
Bro, I ain't done an episode in 3 months.
But see, if you could put clips every day, but you don't do it. But technically speaking, you, Slim, me, not Slim, you, me, a lot of us work hard enough to where, like, we don't have to do an episode for a long time. Nobody would know. Like, nobody can know that Cam was my last interview. I'm putting Release out still. I'm still putting the Blair Brothers out still. I'll just drop some old ones and put them out still. I still got episodes I got to work on that I got to put more out. The Doctor from Thompson, I did a few. I could put that out. You know, I could put some.
Let me ask you this: how? Now you say this, just reach out. I'm sure that's what you're gonna say. When it comes to these unique guests, you get doctors, artists for arts and what was that? The director of Arts and the Hearts. What was her name?
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Keep going.
What was her name though? I want to give her.
Forgot.
I forget, but you know what I'm talking about. The director. She. You get these such unique
From
guests.
Humanitary.
I know you just reach out, but how is that? Professionalism coming in conversation. How is it that if I have an interest, like for say I got a chef I'm looking at, like I've said I want to do chefs. How I don't feel like I can be myself reaching out is what I'm saying. Like I can't just be like, hey, what's up? I got a podcast and I want to have you on. I mean, it'd be fun.
It's some of it is reaching out. It depends, you know. But I'm a big firm believer in that. I'm witness to this. It's word of mouth and networking. And
relationships, yeah.
So I'm just go back a little bit, if you don't mind. I'm going to go back a little bit. The Sheriff. I got that episode through Ben Hassan, who's somebody I interviewed years ago that I got through Karen Gordon. And so when he reached out to them, he was telling me, we did it, boom. That's cool. We do that. I do my thing here and there still with his touch. Then Q pop off and she do her page thing and she doing well. I got Stephen Kendrick through Q. Cool. I got then I do Arts and Hearts. I always do stuff for Arts and Hearts. So I hit Dorian up and say, yo, I want to do something, something. Cool. Karen Gordon was like, hey, I ain't got no artist for you, but I do got the director. I do the director. She enjoys it so much. She's like, you know what? Leon coming in town, you know, we should get you to interview him, you know? I'm like, all right, cool. I'm thinking you're talking. Cool. I got Leon through Austin Hearts because I did some stuff on the arm for them. Yeah. This is where that not charging stuff coming to play at. So I get the biggest interview of my life, a person I looked up to, you know?
I'm going to give you some love for it, man.
You know? And so I do that. All right, cool. That's Leon. And then I look back at even Miss Lucky. So I got PJ Ware. So I got PJ. And then when I had PJ on, a lot of people start flocking to because they like his episode. They want to come on. Yo, we want to open up. And so all I'm saying is none of them people I reached out to. I haven't reached out to a person for episode in probably over a year and some change. It's not me lying. Now I always hit people up, not the most famous or known people, but people I just know make a good episode. I'll be like, yo, it's almost that time, just when they're ready. Cammy came from. It might have been mutual between us as far as getting the episode in, but we had tried for months and months. And she would come in town. I told her I need time. I'm not the guy. You can come. You can hit me up at 2 p.m. and I'm ready at 6. I want to make sure it's right because I knew what I had with Cammy. I knew what I could have. I knew that I was gonna have the best interview with her out of anybody who interviewed her. I already knew that. Not on no cockiness, just me knowing what I know. I knew it. Didn't know her story me that well. But I said to say, everybody that I got was through networking that I did before. So sometimes it's just your guests will get you more guests. Your guests will feel so comfortable and be so like open and give you such a good podcast that they gonna end up telling people, oh, this is what you gotta go to. This is how you gotta go to. So a lot of my guests for the past few years, I met you through another episode. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's how it goes. It's word of mouth. So you gotta know who to have on, who to give a chance to. And like, it's not necessarily the most popular person or the person that's most known, but it's like, who can you impact a lot, and how well would they talk about how well you impacted them. And then if that happens and it ends up being all positive, people naturally want to do the same thing. So then you have, it's like a ripple effect.
Yeah. So when you are having these conversations with these relationships that you getting throughout this, what who you have in mind when you're talking? Is it for like are you objectifying just for the viewer or specific narratives? Like
I don't know if you asked me that question, but I do say no a lot of times. I do say no to like, nah, not that person. I'll tell them that, like, nah, not them. Or I'll be like, I know somebody who probably that would be good for them, but I'm not interested. So I do say that sometimes. It just depends on the person, or I might do a favor. And what I have found, sometimes I do favors. Somehow, some way, I end up liking that episode. Yeah. The ones sometimes I don't want to do, I'll be like, that was kind of good. I don't know what's going on here, but that was kind of good. So I do say no. I do be objective and be like, nah, I'm good. But sometimes I will do a favor because, once again, favors get brought to me. Yeah. The sheriff, Kendrick, the mayor, Leon, or with Kendrick and me getting Malik Yoba and them, like, that was through him.
All right, now
because
look,
he felt so,
I know you saying all this. I want to ask you for our relationship. If this is honest truth, I want you. We on camera. Is it a good idea for me to have some sort of idea of like running from the police, promotion?
Well, I don't know why you still on that.
Yo, I think it'd be fun because I think that it tests some of these fat.
We come from two different backgrounds.
I'm white though. I'm trying to appeal to. If I'm being honest with you.
Your audience is black.
Yes, it is, but I'm trying to be white.
They don't want that.
I can't help it though, because I'm trying to win some white folks.
But my advice to you is do what Tommy feel like Tommy want to do, because I always do the same thing. It's a lot of things that I be thinking like they may not fuck with it and they fuck with, but I wanted to do it, so I did it anyway. Okay, so do it because you want to do it.
Okay, so let me ask you if my angle is wrong then. If I am to try and approach this, it isn't. I'm trying really hard. I've been like AI and shit, fucking talking, trying to like not communicate in a way that sounds like it's me versus the cops.
That's how it looks. That's how it sounds.
That's how it sounds, right? But I want to do it as some sort of promotional, like community type of fun. But it's like it is to.
Tell me the idea, because you can't answer the question. Tell me the idea. Like, run the order through the idea.
I want to get a drone.
Talk to your camera.
I want to get a drone with GPS, and I want to have chest cameras, which I think I can get and whatnot with a strap on. And it's going to be a foot race of like catch me, tag pretty much, But in the sense of you don't got to just get tagged, you got to catch me. That's where the police and robbers come into play.
Why would anybody want to do that, Tommy?
I got $100.
Not you.
Well, I don't think $100 is fair. I thought about doing $25 gift cards. And if you can beat the police, you get $25. I'm going to do it as like a dummy. I don't mind running from the police. And I think it's a humorous way to have fun.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
All right.
Jackass way.
Yeah. I get the contents out of it. It's a way to do that. Like maybe do Norfolk Augusta have like a community day or something like that?
I am trying to reach out. I have reached out to a couple of Norfolk Augusta cops. I haven't got any response yet.
I asked you a question. I'm sorry.
What? I don't know.
Okay. I asked that question because that would be a perfect way to be like, hey, they're already outside. but bring out cameras and do some content. Hey,
community day.
won't you chase me? Like, but I feel like you come into the police be like, hey, look, I got an idea. I got some content. I want y'all to kind of catch me. They're not doing that because it don't benefit them. You know what I'm saying? That look doesn't benefit them. That's all I'm saying.
Okay,
It's a good idea for what you're trying to do, for whatever you're trying to do it for, but it just don't benefit them. It's not gonna make them look. Now, if you can make it funny, I guess, and make it seem like it's not you versus the
Well,
cop.
I was gonna be put up the money.
Who running from them?
Well, the goal is to be like pitch the idea to get a couple cops that think they're fit enough to be the average citizen. Then me and the cops, I was thinking like May Park.
Who's running? Who's running?
Well, I was gonna do one as like a drone to like for promotion sense, and then we was gonna post up on the street and tell a date we was gonna do it, and then
They're racing
yeah, I figured people pull up, it'd be a
like
sign.
a foot race between
Yeah.
a cop and somebody else.
I'm gonna run up a tree, motherfucker. I'm going over the fence at May Park over into the basketball. They gonna have to try and catch me. It ain't gonna be no you just running on grass, bitch. I'm
That's the
climbing
thing, Tommy.
fences.
They already got cops to show for that. That would
I
sound
don't
like
think
to me. It
someone
sound
can
cops.
catch me.
No, I know that. I think you want to prove to yourself that a cop can't catch you. That's what you want to
They have
prove.
before. They have. They got me. They got me.
Like I said, it's not a bad idea. I just feel like look at the content, think about your fan base, your supporters.
Yeah, they ain't.
And black people don't watch cops like that,
Yeah.
and they run all the time.
That was like a
You better with
dinner
this chef
time show.
thing, you know.
Yeah, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was not. It was cops. It
Yeah, so
was cops. Yeah.
never really care for cops like that. Not the profession, just the
So
show.
okay, so not for okay. Let's just ask this question: not to appeal to the black crowd, but is that a good way to think to sell the white crowd? 'Cause I don't have a big white audience at all.
Yeah, they like everything, so yeah, that works.
It works.
You can make a mayonnaise sandwich and get them.
I met Gino before. Before you did the episode with him, I met him at a pedal pub through a comedy stuff with Cedric.
Okay.
And I ain't gonna say I talked like that with him about like chasing me from the police, but we chopped it up in the sense of bullshitting with each other. He chopped it up with the comedians, so he could take a joke. I don't know, but I don't think North Augusta.
Whatever you want to do, we're not doing it in Augusta.
No, I'm not gonna do it in Augusta. Yeah.
I might play that.
I am trying to take your advice and what you keep preaching about South Carolina people taking care of South Carolina stuff. I just don't know enough about over here, man. I don't know nothing about politics and all that stuff, so it's hard to dive in those relationships when nobody's there. Like I got you, but you gonna help me get Gino. You ain't gonna help me get North Augusta. You know what I'm saying?
Ken Macon, I already told you that.
He said he ain't know nothing.
No, what?
He couldn't help me with it.
With what?
Getting
That
me.
one idea? Yeah, but you probably asked it wrong. You asked the question wrong.
Yeah, I probably did.
You want to get in with people that get you there. I told you relationships. Karen Gordon, Ben Hassan, Stephen Kendrick.
I've been
Malik
trying,
Yober.
man. I've been
It's
out
not
the
just
game.
one
I've
to
been
one, you know,
off for a minute, but
You know,
I'm gonna build it back up this year. But yeah. I'm gonna try to make something happen.
you got a good platform. I think people would love to be able to talk and speak freely. You know, so you got to just utilize it the right way.
I'm gonna tell you where the idea though came from before I leave, so you understand. Do you remember last year the what was that marathon the cop ran? There was an old black cop, Richmond County cop, who ran the triathlon, who swam. What was it called? Where they done the biking, the swimming, and the running? It happened last year. With that competition, he did it, and to me, I be running, I be exercising. That's how I exercise. I run. So I figure I'm trying to connect the two of like the police and trying to find out cops and robbers are fun as like kids, you know, when you play. I don't know. That's where it came from though. Speed of the moment, man. I think I could beat a couple of them, especially North Augusta.
I hope so.
On foot.
I wish you luck, man.
On foot. Shit, I'm swimming across the Savannah River. Hey man, we've been bushing for a while. I know you got to go home.
Yeah.
It's almost 12 o'clock, motherfucker. You ready to cut it off?
Yeah, we good.
All right, man.
Okay, that's it. Okay, all right, hold it down. All right.
Hey, man, thanks for coming, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate your love, man. Appreciate you.
You know what?